Travis.
Kevin.
You know the shows that we're on today?
The live ones?
Yeah, the ones that we're on Tuesday.
Yeah, I know.
Let's review them.
Should we call this Tuesday Night Live?
If you'd like.
Well, there's a name.
Yeah, there it is.
It's called Tuesday Night Live.
Hey!
Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. Kevin Hawk's back.
I'm back.
He's back from the other side of the country.
I apologize in advance. I am ridiculously tired.
He had some shitty travel issues. So.
Yeah. I spent 24 hours plus on airplanes and in airports together.
Now you know what a lot of these wrestlers feel like. They do that on a regular fucking basis.
Just trying to... I don't know how many of them actually go 24 hours solid.
Maybe not 24 hours, but collectively.
Just to, get home from a show.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're here. We're going to talk about Smackdown first, where we open up with Renee Young interviewing Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. They're trying to call out... it's kind of going over the issues between them and The Miz and Maurice. And apparently Miz and Maurice showed up before the show started. No fans, nobody except for a couple camera guys. And they tried to call out Brie and Daniel. And of course, Brie and Daniel weren't there yet, so they didn't come out. So then Brie and Daniel tried to call out Miz and Maurice. But apparently Miz and Maurice had left. And they got Andrade and Zelina instead. So we ended up having Daniel Bryan defeat Andrade Cien Almas. And then we had Miz and Maurice pop up on the Tron. And just talk more trash to Daniel Bryan and Brie. And so Daniel Bryan and Brie just left.
Yeah, they weren't fans.
They were done with the situation. We then had a very awkward "I'm not your best friend anymore" interview between Becky Lynch and Charlotte. There's just a lot of cattiness back and forth.
Yeah. I wish Becky would have just punched through the screen and hit.
That would have been great. I think that really would have added to it.
I'm waiting for the day they do one of these side by side interviews where it's supposed to look like they're in different rooms.
Yeah.
But really they're in the same room, just the background is split to two different colors. And so they're like, hey, and they're both, they don't look at each other the whole time, they just look at the camera. But then eventually, at the end, one of them just, reaches over and hits the other one.
It's like, you mother... That'd be great. Let's do that. Do it. We had Naomi defeat Peyton Royce, and then the Iconics beat down Naomi long enough for Asuka to put on her gear, and then wait for her music, and then come out and save Naomi.
Save is the term I'm using lightly in this.
Asuka, yeah.
Jesus.
Nobody was safe from what you just did. Asuka, the idea is you come out as fast as possible in order to save someone.
Yeah. Don't wait for them to get hit by the finishing move.
Maybe it works different in Japan. I don't know. I'm doing my best Liv Morgan impression right now. We had Jeff Hardy talk about Randy Orton, all the different things that he's done, whether it's attacking him from behind, trying to rip his ear off, eliminating or erasing his identity, and essentially Jeff kind of leads into this idea that maybe he's not sure what to expect in Hell in a Cell, but then kind of flips it and says that all of this confidence that Randy Orton has going into this match is going to be his undoing. Then we also had Randy Orton later on say he's going to do absolutely terrible things to Jeff Hardy. It's going to make everybody grossed out and just bewildered, and he's going to smile, and he's going to erase Jeff Hardy for good.
He's going to shove a cactus up his butt.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. Then we had The Miz and Maurice were getting ready to leave, and Paige is like, No, you're not. Because, Miz, you have a match. And he's like, well, I don't want a match. He's like, all right, fine, you can leave. But if you do, don't come back. And Miz is like, well, who am I facing? And she's like, anyone that wants to face you. And that person eventually became R-Truth. But mostly because R-Truth was trying to find Carmella. And he found Carmella. Mm-hmm. Carmella was being played by Maurice. It was actually Maurice. And he was very confused why The Miz was married to Carmella, and then Maurice said something bad about Carmella. So then R-Truth found the real Carmella and said, hey, you should come to ringside with me because Maurice called you trash.
No, other Carmella called you
other Carmella called you trash. And so that ended up being a thing. And I don't know if this was a ploy from R-Truth or if he... I'm confused because he essentially told Ty Dillinger's like, hey, this is how you get into the main event of SmackDown Live. So, has R-Truth just been fucking with us this whole time, or is he... R-Truth has just scammed us all.
No, here's where I'm thinking is, like, this specifically was an R-Truth scam as soon as he found out about the Miz thing. He heard,
okay.
like, the Miz was going to have a match against whoever wanted to go against him, and R-Truth was going to plop in a reason for it to be him.
Okay.
So then he could rub it in Ty Dillinger's face later.
That's fair. And Ty was just like, that's fucking brilliant. We also had AJ.
Can't wait for Ty to try it.
Yes, let's try it next week.
Next week, Ty's just going to come up to Maurice and call her Carmella.
This is what R-Truth did last week, and it worked out really well for him. Let's see if it works for me. Joe came out and was talking to Wendy Styles again, saying, hey, I delivered on my promise. I told you that I'd send AJ home. He's there with you. He was talking to AJ's daughter a lot, and that's weird. And then, surprise, AJ's not in Georgia. He was actually in Detroit, and him and Joe fought. And then Paige and a bunch of referees came down and told them not to do that. There's a lot of people telling people not to fight nowadays. It's kind of annoying. Then we had the triple threat matches to see who will face the Bar next week, and a number one contenders match face the New Day, and Rusev Day defeated Sanity and the Usos. So yeah, Bar versus Rusev Day next week. The winners will go on to Hell in a Cell?
Yes.
To face the New Day for the Smackdown Tag Team titles. And in the main event, the R-Truth.
The R-Truth.
The R-Truth.
The Ryback.
Not to be confused with real R-Truth on Twitter. R-Truth defeated The Miz with a little help from a distraction by the Danielsons. The Danielsons ended up coming down, went after Miz and Maurice. They were stopped by Zelina and Andrade, but we went off the air with both Andrade and Zelina in a yes lock, while Miz and Maurice were just upset and backing away. So, Danielsons win on SmackDown Live. Then on 205 Live, we had Buddy Murphy talking about his upcoming Cruiserweight Championship match that'll happen in his home country city. Is he from Melbourne? Maybe.
Yes. I'm pretty sure he is.
But yeah, he will face Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Also, just don't try and interview Tony Nese 30 seconds before his match.
He had a match.
He's very sensitive about these things.
Jesus. He's got to focus on his...
You have to have at least 90 seconds.
He's got to focus on all 8 of his abs.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But then Grand Metalik ended up defeating Tony Nese, so maybe that impromptu interview just threw Tony Nese off, and he could beat Grand Metalik.
I hope he comes back next week and blames her on the loss.
Maybe he will. But Grand Metalik will face Buddy Murphy next week.
He'll get his ass kicked.
Yeah. Mustafa Ali is still not allowed to come back to the ring per Drake Maverick, who Mustafa was really hoping Drake Maverick was still wearing his Authors of Pain get up.
I just love how fast he shoved that to the side. He's just like, yo, don't worry about what I do on my Monday nights.
Yeah, what I do on Monday nights is none of your business. But yeah, Drake says Mustafa still can't come back to the ring. So we'll probably have Hideo come out and just rub it in Mustafa's face next week. Because that's what Hideo does. Noam Dar defeated Brian Kelly in a quick... Well, this is not really quick. It was a jobber match with Leo Rush at commentary. It looks like we're building some Noam Dar versus Leo Rush matches. That should be fun.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And then Cedric Alexander came out at the end to call out Drew Gulak. Instead, he got TJP. The two of them ended up having a match where Cedric Alexander won. And then after Cedric Alexander had been beat up and partially taken out by TJP, Drew Gulak accepted Cedric's challenge, came down to the ring, and and was an asshole. And then he got told to go away too because Drake Maverick and referees. A lot of general managers and referees
everybody telling people to stop or go home.
Like it happened last night on Raw. Now it's happened on SmackDown and 205 Live. It'll probably happen on NXT tomorrow.
You know what's not going to happen? Lucha Underground.
That's true.
People just get to fight wherever the fuck.
Cueto's like violence. I hope it doesn't happen on the Mae Young Classic tomorrow. That'd be annoying.
Yeah, it would be.
Anyway, that's what happened on Tuesday Night Live. Kevin, what did you like?
Just the R-Truth segments.
R-Truth is fantastic.
A lot of people give him flack. A lot of people don't like the stupid humor R-Truth gimmick. I like it enough.
I don't think
Makes me laugh.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
He can still hold his own in the ring too for a guy his age.
Yeah, he's getting up there too.
So you know what? I'm giving my like to good old R-Truth.
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 The hyphen is important.
It is.
I'm gonna.
That if it wasn't there, it'd just be R-Truth. R-Truth. R-Truth.
Yep.
They just call him Ruth for short.
Baby Ruth.
That's little Jimmy.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give my like to Cedric Alexander versus TJP. I liked the impromptu-ness of it. Like it didn't make sense for TJP to be out there, but then it was also kind of like it made sense for TJP wanting to get back into the spotlight, and then it was a good setup for Drew Gulak to be a dick. And I really liked the way TJP attacked multiple limbs on Cedric, just like breaking him down through the match, but then Cedric still being able to hook a half Nelson to hit the lumbar check at the end was a fantastic story throughout the match. So I'm going to give my like to Cedric Alexander and TJP. What did you love?
Rusev Day winning the Triple Threat Tag Team match. Who doesn't love a Rusev Day victory?
Especially on Rusev Day.
Sometimes Vince.
Yeah, well,
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of things Vince doesn't like.
He's just not big on this group for some reason.
Well, Vince is Vince. That's as far as I'll go there. But yeah, I'm excited to see Rusev Day versus The Bar.
That's gonna be so good.
I'm
it's gonna be very physical.
Absolutely.
And Aiden English is getting thrown around a lot.
Yes, yeah. Aiden English is gonna be the whipping boy in this match, but Aiden English is the one I'm looking forward to the most, seeing how he rises to this occasion, because Rusev's been in big match territory before, and this is essentially the biggest match Aiden English has ever had. At least on the main roster.
It's up there.
It rivals the highest point he reached in NXT. So, Rusev's been there, but Aiden, it's taken a long time for him to get back to this spot. So I'm excited to see what he does and how he does in that spotlight.
That's fair.
I'm going to give my love to the Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton promos. I love the story being built between these two and the intensity that both of them bring to their particular side in this. Jeff Hardy doing a good job of playing a victim, but also having the confidence and knowing that he can take it to Randy Orton, but then having sadistic Randy Orton on the other side is really fun.
He's gonna try to make us gag.
Yeah. Randy Orton is promising a lot of things. Now, don't get me wrong. Hell in a Cell could completely ruin this Randy Orton heel turn, because if he doesn't do any of the things that he says he's going to do, then I'm going to be really disappointed. But as of now, I've liked everything that Randy Orton has done.
He's gonna pull Jeff Hardy's fingernails off with pliers.
Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be grossed the fuck out. But if that happens, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. In a sick, twisted way.
You hear that, Jeff? He wants your fingernails.
I love you, Jeff. I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. I always have been. But
I want your fingernails ripped out.
Yeah, I want Randy Orton to do I want Randy Orton to do terrible things to Jeff Hardy. Not in a sexual way.
Beat me to it.
I know where your mind was going. Okay, did you dislike anything?
I'll be real. Anytime you call out Drew Gulak and you get TJP and said,
Yeah.
Man, that's like going to an ice cream shop asking for chocolate and you just get frozen shit.
Wow. That's quite the feeling you have for TJP. He's frozen shit in your book?
Comparing it to chocolate, yes.
Okay. Compared to Drew Gulak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I just wanted...
No, I think you should stick with that. I think that's perfect.
I wanted just another chance to take a dig at TJP.
Okay, you always do.
Do I ever turn down an opportunity to take a jab at TJP?
No, not at all.
No, not that he's a bad wrestler. He just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
You know, I think TJP to me is what Bobby Lashley is to you, where it's just like
there's just nothing there.
You can admit, he's strong. He's athletically gifted.
He does good things, but it doesn't do good things for you.
Exactly. TJP, not a bad wrestler, but he's terrible.
You heard it here first, folks. TJP is terrible. But he's a great wrestler.
Total Jerk Perkins. Tender Jerky Perkins.
So did you just dislike TJP, or was there anything else?
I'm also kind of slightly disappointed that the call-out at the beginning of the night didn't result in a potential Miz versus Daniel Bryan empty arena match.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever watch? Did you see the Rock Mankind empty arena match? That was
I've seen
cool.
it.
That was good.
It's all right. I've also seen the Kurt Angle AJ Styles one, and that
I never saw that one.
was not that good. They talked about it on Table for 3. It wasn't that good.
See, you gotta have WWE do it.
WWE, the only people that can do empty arena matches.
It's...
Yeah, I mean, Rock
It's a
Mankind
niche. It's a niche thing. You gotta have... The two guys have to be extremely charismatic.
It could work with Miz and Daniel Bryan, I guess. But I feel like Miz really feeds off of the crowd's negativity. So it might bite him in the ass, but... Alright, let's do it.
Empty arena match and...
Do it.
Leave... Turtle Jar Perkins out of it.
Turtle Jar? You're tired, I'll give you a pass.
Come on, man. This is the new CM Punk. I'm trying to figure out what the initials stand for.
Gotcha. Okay. But we know what the initials stand for.
Theodore Jeffries?
I'm pretty sure it's just TJ. His name is just TJ Perkins. I could be wrong. Fuck it. Make up whatever T and J words you want. You do you, bro.
Alright, Turnip Jam Perkins.
There you go. I'm gonna dislike the fact that Asuka took for fucking ever to save Naomi. Asuka hasn't been on TV in weeks, except to break up the fight between Becky and Charlotte a couple weeks ago, and Asuka took her sweet ass time. She was. I hope she blames it on quinoa, like Becky did when she couldn't save Charlotte or whatever. But yeah, it was just like, did you have to build up the anticipation? I felt like the Iconics were more than well scared of the fact that Asuka was going to come out and help Naomi, but had to have your coat and your mask and wait for the right time in your music
and do the whole wiggly arms entrance.
Do your entire entrance and then fight off the Iconics. I guess by then Naomi probably had woken up and forgot that she'd been knocked out for about 2 minutes and that it took Asuka that long to help her. So maybe it was a good call.
And you know what it was, I think, is they had to do the whole entrance thing done so you can have that moment on camera of the reveal of the mask, or because they do the thing where they close up on her and she takes the mask off.
Yeah.
You know what it is they wanted to hype up to see if we could think that it was going to be James Ellsworth again.
I was waiting for James Ellsworth to show up because he did drive to Detroit and was hanging out with your best friend TJP earlier today. Asuka. Run. Not like Bray Wyatt run, but just get to the ring faster. I think that does
it. Takes too long.
What?
Triangular Jorts Perkins.
I think what takes too long is you coming up with different words.
Nah, you know, it happens.
You need some sleep. Come back tomorrow. See if you got some better ones.
Tardy jellyfish Perkins.
That's not bad. All right. This is it for Tuesday Night Live. Thanks for watching, guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with the W.
Like Wrestling, where we have the list with Kevin Hawk. There's going to be a brand new episode of his favorite King of Trios matches. We have Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe. Got some other videos coming down the pipeline soon, but there's always unboxing videos from Pro Wrestling Tees, where we unbox Pro Wrestling Crate, where we get cool shirts. Not this one. We could probably get this one, but we didn't. I got this because I got the New Japan Funkos, but we did get all these cool micro brawlers and a lot of other cool stuff. So go check those out. There's other videos that are
and I mean, the New Japan Funkos came from Pro Wrestling.
That's true. They did.
So
there's other videos.
It's not just tees
that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. By the way, we'll be adding Mae Young Classic to the midweek wrap-up tomorrow, so be sure to check that out as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, we won't add to the midweek wrap-up?
A whole heap and helping of fuck Modus.